For all the years I have been alive, I have never truly understand the true goal of PETA. PETA. That animal organization that's supposed to, protect animals and everything. I never understood what was their point in life. You know, Growing up, I've always seen TV shows, movies, just making fun of them as above a joke. For some reason, like they're an organization. Like, what's their purpose? Is it to protect animals from cruelty? Is it to convince people to stop eating animals? Is it to convince people from having pets? Like, they never seem to have a true goal, and I think that was the problem. And even if that's the point, they do have a goal. They're not very well cleared on it. Now, if it was stop animal cruelty, as in animal abuse and stuff like that, then yeah. Or animals being killed in cruel ways, go right ahead. But it seems like it went too far. They want people who not have animals for pets. They don't want people being around animals, eating meat, you know, or using animals for your clothing. That's something people have been using for years. Now you can debate saying, well, we have the technology where we don't need to use animals for clothing like blankets, t-shirts, jackets, and stuff, or hats. We don't need that. Adds up for debate, like I said. But if it was just for animal cruelty itself, I think um, people would at least take PETA seriously. I'm dead serious. If it was just, and I do mean if it was just, protect animals from cruelty, people would really actually like this organization. Like, hey, these animals are being killed this terrible way, or they're doing this to these certain animals like this, and that's terrible. And yeah, people totally been behind these people. But instead, it seems like they lost the goal. Now it's just to get on everyone's nerves or try to seem funny. They make cartoon memes. And apparently they euthanize tons of animals, more than anybody else in the world. So, are they really saving animals? I'm talking about today is with Uma Musume. Uma Musume has become one of the largest mobile games ever with a very smart strategy. Release at least 2 or 3 seasons worth of the anime, then you drop the mobile game. And as you drop the mobile game here in America, you release Cinderella Grey. And everyone is talking about with Cinderella Grey getting most of the top spots in its first core, and then getting just about a handful of top spots in its second core. So the game has been extremely successful. It has sent a giant culture shock, having a bunch of random people who never expect to play this kind of game to be really into it. Of course, there was us who's been here since before the game was even released, and when it was just the anime from the very first season. That's been us. But anyways, everyone has been playing it and won the Game Awards. So congratulations to Uma Musume for winning Best Mobile Game. Now, what I'm here to talk about is PETA. PETA decided to release a very cruel, sickening image right here of Silent Suzuka. Silent Suzuka was one of the main protagonists in the first season, where Special Week was obsessed with. She went into the academy so she could one day race beside Silent Suzuka. During her time, she was considered the best. No one can stop her. In the anime, however, she fractured her leg and she wasn't able to race. And we haven't seen a race ever since after that. Season 2, she was away. Season 3, she came back, and she's been in the background. It's because in reality, during that event, she actually was euthanized because she injured her leg very terribly. And she did it in a very modest way. She started tracking her pace where other horses wouldn't get hit as they were running. So she, even during that time, she was being extremely modest. Well, technically, he. But anyways, the point is, she was put to sleep. And however, in Uma Musume world, no one is killed in Uma Musume world. I don't know. It seems like Tamo Cross's mom died in Cinderella Grey. They don't show her anymore. Like they show Guri Cat's mom. So who knows? But anyways, it's like Disney World. You don't die nor you grow up. You just stay there, all happy and silly, going on crazy adventures and running as much as you can and eating all the food as you want. It's horse girl heaven. But yeah, they released this sickening image about it, and it sparked a lot of outrage online, as you expect. PETA knows one thing: it's getting under people's skin, whether it's making them laugh or ticking them off. And it seems like PETA just screwed up big time because apparently there are some violations they've broken. Oh, yeah, that's right. Apparently, you're not supposed to show any harm or grotesque images of the horse girls because it goes against the violations towards the image of the real horses because these horses are owned by very, very rich people. And for side games to get the license and the rights to turn these horses to horse girls, they had to go for some serious agreements through paper contracts. And one of those rules was not to show the horse girls in any form of the depicted violence or sexual content either. So any major corporation couldn't do that. So when someone tries to say that, oh man, Uma Musume is a gooner game, no, it's not, because under its own codes, it will violate the agreement they have to not to lewd the horses whatsoever. So you're lying. But anyways, PETA really put his foot in his mouth and screwed up big time, to the point where a community knows both English and Japanese. Even voice actors are coming out against PETA, saying how wrong and messed up this is. Saying how, in reality, what really happened to Sana Suzuka, the horse girls don't go to Uma Musume heaven and just live a happy life and heal up and continue to run. They're put down. They should be. And the fact that they don't know this about horses. You see, when a horse breaks a leg very terribly, it affects the other legs. So because why not just have like a dog does? You know, when a dog loses a leg, it can still live. Horses can't do that because horses are extremely heavy. And not only that, they require certain properties in their legs to keep them well balanced. So if one leg is even missing, it affects all the other legs, putting extreme strain and pressure on them, which causes them to break down intensely. And it's not a good scene. It's not bad. It's painful, excruciating, and never gets better. You will not get used to this. Well, the horses won't get used to this. It's that terrible. So the only thing you can do is quickly put them down as peacefully as possible. Hell, man. My girl Rice Shower had to go through that, man. My girl Rice Shower had to go through this. You all know how much I love Rice Shower, man. She just wanted to be loved, man. And when she was finally being loved, man, she had to go down. But don't worry, in Uma Musume Heaven, she can run all she wants and hang out with Haru anytime she wants to, man. Rip my horse girl. Well, anyways. It seems they could be given a cease and desist or even a lawsuit if they continue to keep this image up. Right now, nothing has been done. They have their fingers crossed because they really want PETA, just someone to give it to them, because they're just that organization that no one takes seriously and they just laugh at or kind of wish they just go away. They're not causing any real good changes for anyone, not even animals, which is sad. So anyways, I think I talked long enough about this. It's just something I just want to bring up because it happens around the same time I recently won Mobile Game of the Year. Now, will Cinderella Grey take home the trophy as Best Anime of the Year? We'll have to wait and see. This year's almost over with. Fingers crossed. So anyways, that's all for this mad news. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, and of course, hit that bell icon. This has the background on anime. Signing out.